With the Senate passing the so-called millionaires income tax, it is now on the House side with less than a month left before the legislature is done for the year. If it passes, the income tax on the wealthy is expected to generate around $3.7 billion every year starting in 2028. Governor Ferguson is pushing for the millionaires tax, but today he says he cannot support how his Democratic colleagues want to spend the billions.
If you make $1.2 million, if you're fortunate enough to be in that category, you are taxed on $200,000, right? The $200,000 above the $1 million. It does not count the value of your home.
Any individual or married couple who makes $1 million or more will be subjected to the 9.9% tax under the current proposal that passed the Senate floor yesterday.
I remain optimistic that we'll get there on the millionaires tax. I do.
Governor Ferguson believes taxing the wealthy is the answer, but he disagrees with how the billions in revenue would be spent under the proposal right now.
Any bill I sign must send a significant percentage of the revenue back to Washington families and small business owners. We are not there yet, and we are still not close to being there.
Ferguson says he wants about $1 billion of the revenue to go to the smallest businesses to cut their B&O taxes and wants nearly $400 million invested to expand the working families tax credit. Ferguson is pushing to expand the program so an additional 460,000 families can get a check from the state for expenses. Other Democrats on the Senate floor also pushed for the measure, arguing these points.
It will generate billions for schools, for health care, housing, and higher education.
I've heard support from my constituents. My constituents know that our schools are underfunded and they're willing to pay more in taxes.
Outside of arguing that the so-called millionaires income tax violates the state constitution, Republicans tried to put an amendment to keep the tax at the million or more level. Senator Jamie Peterson, the main sponsor of the measure, fought against that amendment, ultimately killing the effort.
At this point, the cutoff has passed. The time for consideration in committee of such a measure is past. It's prohibited.
This bill represents the largest tax increase this century at a time when state revenues have never been higher, Mr. President.
It's not lowering the cost of fuel. Nothing in this bill is for tax relief now.
Republicans say in 2024, 50% of all state and local taxes were paid by Washington businesses.
And we clearly do not have a revenue problem, but we definitely have a spending problem. We're going to end up losing jobs in a lot of these businesses.
Well, the governor also threw out his support today for some other tax relief efforts underway right now, which includes a reprieve from a sales tax when it comes to hygiene products. Ferguson also says he wants that extended to diapers as well. As for the millionaires income tax, a House Finance Committee will be the next group to debate the proposal.